Gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever you're watching this. I'm gonna just jump straight into it. One of the greatest quotes I think that was ever made or produced or said was, the people that can adapt to change or adjust to change the fastest are the ones that survive. If that breaking that down, if you are not willing to change your environment, change your personality, change your mindset, change your routine, change the things in your life, you will then not survive the outcome of when the environment around you or the business model or the relationship or the thing you're seeking is also moving and changing. You have to adjust to your surroundings. There's no one way to do something. You can't get stuck in the mindset of one way to do something and that's gonna prevail for the rest of my life. Absolutely not. It's not gonna work. Right? So if we look at even baby boomers, the reason why they look at Gen Zers, even millennials, just one generation over, they look crazy, or however many generations over, every generation looks different because they get stuck in their ways. Right? So millennials can't really relate to Gen Zers because Gen Zers are in a different generation and millennials are not willing to let go of what they know to then accept what the Gen Zers know. And that applies across the board, and especially in business. One of the things that I think the leading thing within business is just your personality. I think number one is your personality. How does your personality sit on a chart that invites people to want to either work for you or work with you? Right? So if you have a sucky personality, if your fucking personality sucks, why the fuck would I want to work with you? But also, why would I want to work for you? Right? So as you try to climb the ladder or go up the scale and become a business owner or jump into the space of business, you have to understand that your personality prevails over everything. So if you're not doing self-development, you're fucking losing. And you're going to continue to lose because you get stuck in a position where you think that you're okay and you can continue the same routine and the same bullshit and the same activities and the same addictions and the same fucking distractions and the same relationships, and that'll sustain you for the entirety of your business career. That's how it works. Right? You think people hire because of the fancy shit that might be on someone's resume? No. Does it help? Yes. But is it the main reason people get hired? No. If you are a stellar employee, but have a your personality sucks, but there's a newcomer who's just getting their feet wet and jumping into the business space, their resume sucks, or they may not be the best employee for the job, but their personality brings up the personality in the room, or even just the aura in the room, bro, yeah. I don't care about your resume, right? It's your personality. How willing are you to adjust to a new system? How willing are you to adjust to a new power structure, right? Can you take directions? That's why one of the things they say, are you coachable? And that's why people look for athletes. Are you coachable? Can you deal with competition? But more so coachable, because coachable just means that you're willing to adjust to hear the voice of someone that is coming to you, that is coming into your ears, right? So you have to be willing to change and adjust when it comes to business and in your life, in your personal life, because your personality matters the most. And don't ever take that for granted. I push books, I push cologne, I push image, simply because that is an external expression of your inner personality. And if you smell like dog shit, if you dress like bullshit, if you don't have the common sense or the common knowledge to understand and move and operate in a certain way that displays your personality with the words that you speak or the way that you dress, how you enter a room, how you respond to your peers, you're nothing. And your business will always fail. And you will always fail to find a high yielding career because your personality sucks. So it's one of these things that you have to work on non-stop. And you probably are sitting there and saying, yo, I want to be, I want to do, I'm going to do, blah, 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 blah. Or Even worse, getting stuck in a victim mindset. All this I'm going to do, if you're not preceding all of the shit that you say out of your mouth with the works that change your personality, you're fucked. Keep it a buck. Keep it straight with you. You're fucked. Everything that you want to do in life is achievable, but you have to take a step to do something to get there, right? Always. There's always some step that you have to take to get to the next level, but in that step taking is self-development. That'll improve the way that you think, the way that you operate, the way that you dress, the way that you smell, the way that you conduct yourself around people. That'll then bring you to the next level, because that's all it is. It's a mindset shift. And so if the only thing is a mindset shift, then let's really understand it here. Mindset comes from what? Self-development. The things you put yourself in, the things that you study, the things that you constantly listen to, the things that you feed yourself. Right? No matter where you live in this world, there's going to be propaganda, there's going to be bullshit, there's going to be things to soothe your stress, there's going to be all these things, and you can find reasons to justify why you do those things, simply because as long as you go looking to adapt or change or develop in whatever realm you want to develop, you will find supporting facts that help you and justify those actions. So why not justify your actions with real action taking that'll bring you to the next level, that'll enhance the way that you operate, that'll move the needle forward, that'll get you to the next step, that'll get you to quit your 9-to-5, that'll get you to start your LLC, that'll get you to learn more about business, that'll get you to want to refine your skills within business, that wants you to scale. And I'm no different than you are at all. Zero. I don't even think I'm at the peak of where I'm at. I think I've just even got into the climbing phase, and the climbing phase requires even 10 times more self-development. None of this is easy. None of it was made to be easy, but it's also very achievable, and you have to understand that you have to do things that'll help you get to this space of knowing that you are capable of doing whatever the those fantasies you got at nighttime, all that when you at work and you're tired and you're frustrated because you don't want to be there, or even that feeling of when you go to fucking vacation, come back from vacation, and it's like, fuck, I have to go to work, but I'd rather be doing something else. That right there is all achievable, but you have to put in the groundwork, and the groundwork is self-development. So you have to be willing to change and adjust your current position and who you are to then step into business and find the niche or find the business model that works for you and continue to adapt and change in that business venture. Always. Change is imperial. You have to be willing to adjust. Our world is not the same. It will not be the same in the next 5 years. It will not be the same in the next 10 years. Hell, you be fucking lucky if it's even close to recognizable in the next 20 years. So it just makes sense for you to understand, find the gaps, and change and adjust. That's all I got for you today. I ain't going to the preacher's on. But what I will say is that you can do it, you will do it, as long as you put in the work to do it. Right? I'll holla at you.